Hey, I'm Hillis for AOL's Minute Fixes. Now, a lot of us have garbage disposals, and if you're like me, a lot of us have had problems with your garbage disposals. Well, let me give you a few tips of how you might be able to fix it on your own without having to call a professional. Now, garbage disposal, it's really a very simple machine. A common problem we have is you flick it on, and you hear that sound of the engine running, but it's not moving, which means it's jammed. Now, usually what's happened is something's gotten in there, like a spoon, maybe a bone, or a piece of glass is in there. Okay, well, here's what you're going to do. Now, this might sound a little scary to you, but you just make sure that the switch is off. If you feel more comfortable, you can actually pull the plug on the unit down below, and you're going to put your hand in there. Now, don't worry. Now, these blades, they're not sharp. They're not going to cut you. They grind up food particles. They're not going to cut your hand when you touch them. So you just put your hand down in there, and you see if you can get your hand on what's clogged in. And I can feel something, but I can't get it out. A lot of people will tell you maybe you can put a broom handle in there. That's not something that I like to do, because a broom is meant to sweep the floor, not to be put in your garbage disposal. So you actually got to get down and get underneath your sink. Now, this is your garbage disposal. Now, this, you've probably seen this before. You probably never knew what it was. You may have seen it in a drawer somewhere. You may have seen it underneath your sink. You may have even thrown it out. Well, I hope you didn't, because this is an Allen key, and this is an important part. It comes with your garbage disposal when it's installed, and you need to find it. If you lost it, you need to get another one. Because you stick this down underneath in the bottom, there's a little hole you fit it into, and that way you can manually, you can turn the blades, and whatever's stuck in there, you can get it unstuck. So then you can then reach in and pull it out manually. Now, what happens sometimes is when your garbage disposal gets jammed, it'll shut itself down so it doesn't burn out the motor. Now, underneath here, there's also a little tiny red reset button. Now, you're going to want to hit that. You'll hit that if, like, say you turn on your garbage disposal and you don't hear any sound, the motor's not turning. That means your reset button needs to be reset. So, hit your reset button, and you're good to go back up. Got to reach your hand in there again. There you go. Get your hand on it, and you have no idea. I have looked all over for these, but I never would have thought to look in the garbage disposal. Well, now it should work, and sure enough, there you go. Motor's spinning, the blades are turning. Well, here's a few just sort of general maintenance tips. Sometimes you get some food particles, maybe some animal fat jammed in there. Now, ice. Ice is great. I think of ice as like we eat popcorn and celery for roughage. Well, think of ice as roughage for your garbage disposal. What you're going to do is you're just going to jam a bunch of ice down in there. Okay? Let it sit in there. You turn it on. Let it do its thing. Flush it down with a little bit of water. And there you go. You got it super clean. I'm Hillis, and that's all it takes.